That was beautiful, though. That just shows how to deal with Elite Barbarian Rage at the bridge. There you go. Cut the video. We're done. Take it easy, guys. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.
Why does this always happen? Why does this always happen?
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. I have my man Miniminter back on the channel to share the best cycle decks for ladder right now. Mini, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, Ash? Gotta get that insane cycle game plan today.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited for it, and you're officially of age for CRL, so let me put you on the spot immediately at the beginning of this video. Is there a chance that we'll see you in CRL 2019?
Yeah, if all the puzzle pieces fit together, man.
All right, dude, I'm hoping for it, man. I'm hoping for it because you've dominated online tournaments for a long time now, and you know, we just haven't seen you in live ones, so I'm excited. I'm excited that you're finally 16, man. And but that's not why we have you on the channel today. Well, why we have you on the channel, as we mentioned, is cycle decks, and you picked out 4 of your favorites for ladder, and not just for anywhere on ladder. This is going to be focused mainly for, I don't know, free-to-play, or not even just free-to-play, but maybe in that like 4,000 to 5,000, 5,500 range. So why do you like these decks? Talk briefly about them before we hop in, Mini.
Well, cycle decks are definitely one of my favorite archetypes in the game, mostly because of, well, the cycle aspect and how you can keep cycling your win condition and apply pressure in a lot of different ways. And cycle decks have a cool intricacy where you can defend, but you have to plan it out. And it's really cool to have synergies with a bunch of different cards. Yeah. Let's say for 2.6, Ice Golem, Cannon, Ice Golem, Musketeer, Ice Spirit, Skeletons. It's beautiful.
Yeah, man. And we're going to talk about, like, these are not, I mean, this deck is new, I would say. I mean, not brand new, but with the new freeze and stuff, the first one. But these decks, this is the Midfinger deck, Hazard, a.k.a. Igor. This is 2.6, which is, you know, stood the test of time, and 2.9. So they're not necessarily new, but we're going to talk about kind of the strategy keys that you guys should focus on to get better at these decks and how to best perform in the current meta when playing them. So, Minnie, you want to hop in with the, want to go with the balloon one first?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to reset my device because who knows if they fix this bug. Oh, by the way, I messaged Supercell. I messaged like one of their designers, and I was like, hey, man, any way to make it so if people share replays, we can always see it from the person who shared the replay's point of view? And he said there's a chance. So I'm excited about that. Just wanted to share that with you, even though it won't matter in this video. But you're already into the match, Minnie. Going against Sparky, so... This deck, what do you think of it, man? How are we playing this one? Is it gonna? It's the most expensive, I want to say, of all our cycle decks, or right up there with the Mortar deck. So, are we playing it passively? How do you feel about you're using freeze right off the bat there?
Yeah, I wanted to preserve the Mega for the Sparky, and I also knew that it could kill. So now that freeze has the damage and it's always 5 seconds, I knew that I could kill it with freeze plus snowball, and in favor of me. He plays the Goblin Gang too, so I could get even more value.
Yeah, so a ladder can be really funky around, especially around this range. I mean, look at this deck you're facing. It's Valkyrie, Witch, Sparky, Minion Horde. It's crazy. So, in general, especially for this range and ladder, but really for anywhere, do you recommend people just play extra passively until they identify all the funky cards their opponent could be playing?
Well, there's this thing called Elite Barbarians. You've got those leveled up. They do really well when dropped to the bridge.
So you always got to be careful of that. So basically, are you advising, am I reading you correctly here, that you should just make sure they don't have, make sure you're saving Elixir to counter Elite Barbarians potentially at the bridge early on?
That's a good philosophy. I like that. If you're at this range, do that.
Gotcha. So you haven't
You're going to get him with the Slipperoo.
Absolutely. You haven't played your, oh, I like it. Wow, so that could be almost tower down, dude.
Oh, almost.
That is sick. Lumberjack is so good, man. I love him in this deck. I thought you might Lumberjack Balloon freeze, but you just went with a straight-up Lumberjack freeze. I like it.
Yeah, we're all about that risky life, bro.
And he comes in really hot here, just spamming the heck out of you in the right lane.
He does damage now. I love it.
Wow, that's it. Okay, so obviously 2 times already in this match you've used a defensive freeze. Talk about your strategy, philosophy, whatever when it comes to defense with freeze. Is it just as a as-needed basis? Is it as simple as that?
It's very decision based. If you think that you need it, do it, but do not hesitate because then, if you're getting attacked, your troops are their attacking troops are gonna spread out, and it's just not gonna go well for your freeze. You might miss a balloon, you might miss some key troops that are gonna kill your defense. Just not the best thing, man. Just make sure you're very decisive.
And there it is, another decisive freeze to finish this one off, making it look easy here, Mini. So a nice victory to start off this video. Let's see if you can sweep it again. I don't think you've ever lost on my videos. This is, I don't know. You must have at some point.
I must have a good luck charm or something.
Maybe, man. We got to get you back on for Subverse Pro. I've been trying to organize that now for a while. But yeah, you got to save me $1,000 because there's going to be a lot of money on the line there. So you got to sweep again, man. Next up is the Mortar deck, guys. We had a little bit of background noise there, so we had to make a little cut. So the Mortar deck, Mini. Obviously, I've showed this deck on the channel before. Anything to add strategically? Maybe like the key points that you're looking at when playing this deck, and feel free to hop into a match too.
Alright, I'll get the match underway while I get into the brief intro. Basically, I don't know if you guys have seen Igor play the deck.
Beast!
aka Hazard.
100 wins!
Insane, man.
Yeah.
He's always creating insane pressure with basically a defensive minion horde. The opponent zaps or giant snowballs it, whatever the case may be. It doesn't kill the minion horde. And then he just miners. And that creates so much pressure since the other player already... Oh, God.
Whoa. Where's that freeze when you need it from last match?
Honestly.
It's going to be a tough stop. Could the curse? Could we have jinxed you?
Bad match.
We'll see.
Alright, he wastes his wizard, so hopefully we get some. God.
He's got a lot of splash, and he's got that dirty rage in the deck as well, but you get some chip damage here on the right.
That's good. I'm satisfied with it.
Okay.
As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by that wizard. Hazard does a very good job at creating pressure with minion horde when his minion horde isn't killed by the opponent's wizard. And he just basically miners it, and the minion horde, each minion with 1 health, it's gonna create so much pressure on the tower. And that's basically how you play the game. You gotta keep up the pressure and not let your opponent breathe.
Okay.
That's rude to say, but you can't let them breathe.
No, it's actually good advice. So this is a high pressure deck.
Kill it. Oh my God.
So, there you go. So to that point though, let me ask you this. Is this a type of deck where, especially in single elixir time, you're going to be making plays when you don't have full elixir oftentimes? Like, would you...
Always. Like
okay,
that.
all right. And you're forcing more expensive counters out of his hand right now too, you know?
That's how you gotta play the deck, man.
Gotcha.
Even if you're leading deck, if you're leading playing against this deck, it can be so easy to lose it just due to the way that Mortar bait is set up.
Gotcha.
It's just so complicated and tough to defend against.
Do you think
right
that
now,
Mortar...
I really
Go ahead.
think his wizard is out of the cycle, so I'm just gonna do that. And happy days. Alright, Mortar lock on tower. We're good.
Nice. Don't call it a comeback, maybe. We'll see.
Don't call it a get 3 crowns.
I know, right? This could be a problem.
Yeah, this wizard's gonna be a problem. What's the rage? Oh, that too. And the rage.
Yeah, like what do you have at this point? Well, gotta get that giant skeleton off. Oh no! Oh no! Baby dragon on the tower, raged up. 430 HP, 20 seconds left.
Oh my God, Spear Goblin's MVP. Thank you.
You're right. Okay, where's his wizard at? There's the wizard. Doesn't matter though. That was a bad decision on that wizard, I think, on his part.
Stay away.
Can the streak live on?
We did it, boys. We did it.
Dude, that was a funky deck he was running. Giant skeleton, wizard rage. Ouch. Wow, GG, man. I called it too early. I said the streak was gonna end, and I was wrong. I was wrong again, man.
We did that last video too when I was rocking that 3M.
That is true. All right, next up is going to be the classic 2.6 cycle. What can you possibly tell us about this deck, Mini, that hasn't already been said? And feel free to hop into a match too.
All right, let's get the match going underway.
Yep.
What do you not know about 2.6? Let's see.
What if you could boil it down to a couple strategy keys that everybody must know if they're going to play 2.6 Hog Cycle with any success? What would they be? Putting you on the spot here, but you must have something. You're Miniminter.
The one and only.
The one and only, right? No, no name stolen from anybody else.
No.
Yeah.
What?
So
When I
yeah,
lie to you.
give us something on Hog. Strategy keys that we might not know.
Alright, so one thing that you guys might not know, might do often while playing 2.6 is you might drop a hog at the bridge first play. You're playing 2.6. Insane
Yeah, sure.
cycle deck, right? What could go wrong? Bridge spam is what could go wrong. Everything can go wrong.
Okay.
What if you're playing... Okay, they counter you with Bandit. Then, they Battle Ram. Then, Fireball. Then Log.
So
What are you gonna
basically,
do?
you don't like making that investment no matter what. So Hog first play, big no-no for Miniminter.
I don't like getting overwhelmed by... Yeah, I don't like getting overwhelmed by a player who
Why do you
just-
use Log there?
Yeah,
Ah!
because I want to kite the mini with the skeletons.
Gotcha.
Please.
Oh my god, dude. Are you gonna get an activation? No. That would have been epic, though. Now you have Log already back, though. Dude,
Yep.
that was epic. Elite Barbarian Rage. We couldn't have scripted that better.
It's insane.
Thank you, Ace, from Wimpy Warriors. That was beautiful, though. That just shows how to deal with Elite Barbarian Rage at the bridge. There you go. Cut the video. We're done. Take it easy, guys. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys. All right, so the lame joke is over. So, okay, no Hog at the beginning, and I agree with that strategy because it used to be in the olden days that you send in that Hog, and oftentimes it would just get to the tower because the opponent wouldn't have a good counter in hand. But now every deck pretty much has like built-in Hog counters into it already. And yeah, I just feel like it's a good point, you know? So oftentimes you're not going to get really any value out of that very first Hog push. So that's smart. Anything else, Minnie, about the deck, or?
Yeah, just to finish off the point, yeah, easily get counter push, guys. Just don't do it. It's a no-go.
Okay.
Unless you're pro and better than me, then go ahead, by all means. And with 2.6, as clear as it may be, the synergies with this deck and the possibilities are insane.
Okay.
Like Ice Spirit, Ice Column, Ice Spirit, Musketeer, Ice Spirit, Skeletons to kind of minion hard. You can get away with so many things with this deck that it's got so many more synergies. Name a deck that has more synergies than 2.6. Except Mortar Bait, that doesn't count.
I don't know, maybe Three Musketeers, Hut, Flying Machine, Magic Archer, Pump.
Yes, because there's some real intricacy in putting
No,
huts behind the
but
tower.
this is obviously considered, I mean, by most people. Some people weirdly consider this a very low skill deck, but most people who you talk to consider it a high strategy deck. Do you want to put that at rest right now? High skill, rather? Is it a high skill deck or is it a low skill deck? And GG, fighting the good fight, killing those Elite Barb Rage.
Well, honestly, okay, let's put this in retrospective, the evolution of the community. Let's take it back to 2016, ESWC Paris, where Surgical Goblin was the guy. No, unparalleled, everybody on top of his game, couldn't be stopped.
Mhm.
Now, you have so many more people that can stand side by side Surgical Goblin and put up a fight.
Sure.
And I think that's evolved the class community. Like, before there were as many people playing, I don't think that everybody was as high of a caliber as players. But now, Clash has evolved. Clash has gotten more complicated. Clash is Clash. You've got so many possibilities, and people actually wanted to get big out there and be good in the game. Like, imagine just being at school. Like, you're gonna YouTube, like, how to play decks or like whatever to be the best. Like, there's just something about Clash Royale that makes people want to play better and get better. And I think now that after so many people have played and looked up and gotten the hang of cycling and card mechanics and all that, I'd rate 2.6 on the mediocre level instead of high class, because it can definitely be played by the mediocre level.
Okay,
Don't get me wrong.
go into 2.9 Expo, and I have a counter argument for you, but go into 2.9 Expo first.
Oh, you're about to get argued back, buddy.
Dude, I'm gonna bring the thunder, man. I'm gonna bring the heat. I think
Go.
it's high skill, and here's why. I think that there's a reason, in my opinion. First of all, the game. Oh my God, Luna the Bridge. Okay, here you go. There's a reason, in my opinion, that we don't see that many. Very seldomly do you see 12-win GCs with 2.6 or players at top 200, except for Jack and maybe a couple others. And every other archetype seems you see those top players. You see those 12-win grand challenges. You see it even used in competitive, like Clash Royale, right? In competitive CRL. but you really don't see that with 2.6. The popularity of the deck has never been higher. It's still an incredibly popular deck, but I think that that's probably testament to the amount of skill and the amount of counters there are in the game. When you talk about the OG days that you just did and bring us back through a little bit of Clash Royale history, I agree with you there that things have changed a lot, but there's also been a ton of other counters to Hog added to the game, most specifically the NATO, right? It can activate with it. So that's my rebuttal. What do you have for that, man?
You know what? You just countered your own counter argument within your own counter argument.
Okay, hit me then. Why? How did I counter it?
You don't see as much as top 200 as much as other decks due to the amount of NATO bowler. That's saying that the deck itself has get countered, not that it doesn't have anything to do with the skill level.
Yeah, it does, because you need a high amount of skill in order to play it successfully at that level, at that competitive level, because of all the counters.
But that's also got a lot to do with this matchup. Like, okay, I'm not gonna throw any shade on Jack, but obviously top ladder gameplay has to require some thinking before jumping into a matchup at the top. Like, you're not gonna jump in when, let's say, 6 hours and you're sitting here, let's say top 30-ish. You're gonna wait for, let's say, somebody's playing P.E.K.K.A. or somebody's playing, I don't know, what's an easy matchup for 2.6?
Golem, I guess?
Depending
if it's Golem NATO or not?
Yeah, Golem's on the support troops and everything.
Yeah, but I don't know. You tell me. I feel like there's no super easy matchup for 2.6. You're making my point. I think can we agree on this or no? Can we agree that generally speaking, the faster the deck is, the more skill is required to play it at a high level, or are you still on the fence on that?
I mean, I don't like agreeing with you because you're wrong.
It makes for a really boring video if you agree with me. You're supposed to disagree with me. It's in the contract.
Okay.
I'm just joking.
Golem obviously is not an easy or like fast-paced deck,
yeah.
And it's fairly easy to play due to, well, the stacking troops and the train building basically. 2.6 being a fast cycle deck, it's honestly not that hard to play anymore. The only, well, advanced things, so to speak, would be in the decision making, because honestly, right now, everybody knows the kiting. Everybody knows Musketeer. Musketeer Ice Golem kills the defense.
You're breaking up, Mini. All right.
What?
You were breaking up for a second. We got you back though, as you get that Xbow lock on. Okay, I think we lost Miniminter, but it's okay. The Fireball's going to end this off, and we didn't spend any time talking about 2.9 Xbow Cycle. I would refer you guys to my video that I just did with Air Surfer on voice. It was like a 25-minute video, and he gives a ton of 2.9 Xbow Cycle tips, guys. And that was, like I said, a long video. He got 90 wins in the Global Challenge. I might cut here to try to get Mini back on voice for the sign-off, but Mini? Be right back with you guys. All right, we got Mini back on voice. He obviously was losing that argument, and he chickened out, and he pulled the plug on his headphones. It was so obvious, man, but whatever, it is what it is. So, tell me, Miniminter, now that we've talked all about the skill that required on cycle decks, I actually want to bring you back for, like, a debate video. Would you be down to do that with, like, if I brought, like, a couple other players on?
So like a sit down, yeah.
Kind of, yeah, like a little bit of a sit down. I don't know. Maybe you guys could play each other and debate at the same time. It would be awesome. So yeah, let's do that and talk more about the cycle skill debate on that video. But any parting thoughts on 2.9 Xbow Cycle? Because we didn't say one thing about the entire deck, the match.
Xbow Cycle has always been a staple meta deck. In my opinion, ever since it came out, Xbow's OP. Blah blah. Xbow's had its ups and downs recently.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Tog always complaining that it was dead, basically. But now, I see it coming back. You tell me you saw Air Surfer destroy with it, and then you also saw the other Siege counterpart, Mortar, destroy too.
There's no doubt about it. Siege is definitely viable right now. So, what do you think about, last question, what do you think about the Inferno Tower version instead of Tesla?
I use the Inferno Tower preferably due to the fact that it can negate Hound completely. Well, not completely, but, well, faster.
So you actually
And-
like the Inferno Tower version. Why don't we share that one then?
Well, because we're doing cycle decks here, Ash.
Okay, all right,
I
fair
mean, what
enough.
cycles faster, a Tesla or an Inferno Tower?
That's true, but we could still make it a 3.0 and it wouldn't be that bad. So really, I guess what you're saying is go by what you're seeing more, what you're having trouble more in your range of ladders. So if you're running into a lot of beatdown decks, a lot of Lava Hound, like Minnie mentioned, go ahead and use the Inferno Tower. Otherwise, use Tesla. Tesla a little bit easier to level up as well.
Unless you're playing E-Barbs, Firewall that King Tower right away.
That's
ASAP.
it. That's it. 100%. All right. Well, Minnie, thank you for your advice. It's always a pleasure to have you on. We got a little mired in that debate in the silliness towards the end, but it's always a great time. So we'll have to get you back on soon again. Best of luck with everything, dude, and thank you.
Yeah, definitely, man. I would always love to come back on again, debate, and prove you wrong as always.
We'll let the
love
viewers decide what side do you guys fall in that argument. Let us know in the
Minnie.
comments below. Team Ash, hashtag Team Ash. But again, Minnie, you take it easy, man, and thanks again.
You too, Ash. Thanks for having me on.
No problem, guys. Check out Miniminter's stats and profile on Stats Royale and the link below in the show notes along with his social media. It will all be there in the show notes for this video. Huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out his information as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.